The glamour, the glitz, the glory, the greatest club game of the season. Yeah, I'm interested in none of that. When looking at this game, I'm looking at how we can profit from it. Welcome to trading on the most prestigious game of the season. I'm James, and I'm 1/3 of trading the market, and football trading is my niche. I care for neither of these teams or in the end who lifts the trophy. My drive is to lift my exchange balance. At the time of this video, we are 3 days away from the European Cup final, and I'd like to take a look at the exchange using Betfair to get a head start on what markets you and I could potentially trade on. So let's get stuck into Betfair. So here is the Manchester City v Chelsea markets. To seasoned traders, you will be familiar with the exchange and many of the strategies we could potentially use and what I myself will be looking to do. To those that are beginners or brand new to the exchange, I will help you develop an understanding of what is possible when trading on this match. These strategies can apply to any football match too. First of all, it's good to look at the liquidity. This is a measure of how much money has been traded on the game, and like I say, 3 days before the game the markets are starting to build, but on the day of the game and leading up to kick-off, the amounts of liquidity will skyrocket. I'm sure this will be the case as all eyes will be on this game and millions of football traders use Betfair, so this should go hand in hand. So let's take a look at the match odds. As you can see, the markets see Manchester City as the favourites to lift the trophy, with the odds sitting at decimal 1.94 to back Man City to win. Chelsea sit at decimal 4.8 and the draw is decimal 3.55. To trade on the match odds, you could back Manchester City or Chelsea and then wait for them to score a goal, resulting in these odds dropping and allowing you to trade out for a profit. As the match progresses, these odds will rise and fall depending on the flow of the game and who is looking more likely to win. If Manchester City dominate the game, then Chelsea's odds will rise, and likewise, if Chelsea dominate, their odds will drop and Man City's will rise. It's probably best to watch the game and determine who you think will win if you plan on buying into this market. Alternatively, if the game is 0-0 or 1-1 around the 60th and 70th minute, you could wait for the draw odds to drop around decimal 2.0 and then lay the draw. If either team scores, then boom, you're in profit. You can either trade out straight away or remove your liability by clicking the pink lay box and selling the stake you started with and leaving your profit in the market and hope one team wins after 90 minutes. Next we have the goals over and under markets, which are a great market to trade with. Looking at the under and over 2.5 market, the under 2.5 odds sit at decimal 1.71 to back under 2.5 goals in the game. With the odds being quite low, I wouldn't back under 2.5 goals to trade with, as this won't yield much profit, and if a goal was scored early, you would be looking at a loss for a risk of small profits. Now looking at the over 2.5 goals market, this could be a great shout. The odds are sitting at decimal 2.38, and these odds will only rise the longer the match goes on without a goal. You could split your stake using £10 or £20 and buy in every 5 to 10 minutes, using £5 a time, and take advantage of higher and higher prices. And if a goal comes in the first half or early in the second, the price will drop dramatically and you can trade out for a decent profit. This will work on the over and under 1.5 market too, but I would wait for the over 1.5 odds to rise considerably more than the decimal 1.43 that they sit at now. On the under 1.5 market, the odds sit at decimal 3.05. This may be worth a punt at backing if you feel there will be no goals in the first 10 minutes. The odds will continue to drop and you can trade out for a profit if there's no goals after 10-15 minutes. If a goal is scored by either team, then realistically you're looking at taking a big loss, so this is quite risky. I usually use this strategy on the under 2.5 goals market, but with the odds sitting at 1.71, I wouldn't recommend it. Looking further down the page, you can see the correct score markets. Now people like to Dutch these markets and back a few different score lines to cover different final scores to make a profit. This is very popular. I myself tend not to Dutch the correct score markets and utilise a strategy developed by Mark, an influential member of the TTM team. We have a 3-0 correct score strategy video covering this, where Mark expertly shows you how to trade this strategy easily. I'll quickly cover the basics now. First of all, we need a clear winner or favourite, and in this match Manchester City are looking like the market favourite, so you could head to the 3-0 market and back Man City to win 3-0. Now, we don't want Man City to win 3-0, we just need Man City to score first. As you can see, the odds to back this are at a healthy decimal 19. If Man City score first, especially in the first half, these odds will drop considerably, and again you can trade out for a profit. If you're a chancer and believe Chelsea will score first, despite the markets disagreeing with this, you could back Chelsea 3-0 at decimal 90, and if they score, this will result in fantastic profits. I love this strategy, as when we are successful, the profit percentages can be anywhere from 20 to 80% of your entered stake. Boom! Next we have cards over and under. The same principle applies here with regards to goals over and under. Backing any of these markets, then waiting for the cards to be shown will result in the odds dropping and allowing you once again to trade out for a profit. With both teams desperate to win and not to lose this European final, the players will definitely be willing to stick the boot in to stop players scoring goals or breaking up play, resulting in plenty of yellow cards and maybe a red card. Now, there aren't any odds showing in these markets just yet, but on the day these markets will be in full swing. Next we have the corner markets. The corner markets are exactly the same as the goals over and under and cards over and under markets. Again, as you can see, there is no liquidity just yet, but check these markets on the day of the game, then select the amount of corners you feel will come to pass and back the market, and when the corners rack up and get close to the amount you backed, then you can make a profit. So, to summarise, I wouldn't recommend using all these strategies in this match, but everyone is different and sees the world differently. I myself will be looking to trade the over 2.5 goals market, and the odds sit at a healthy decimal 2.38, and these will only rise if there are no goals. Ideally, I will leg in, meaning split my stake, in the first half and take advantage of the price rising and hope for an early goal around 20 minutes or after. The 3-0 strategy interests me, as I feel Man City will score first and ultimately win the game in the end. But in football you never know what will happen, which is what makes the sport so interesting and exciting to trade on. On the day of the game, the odds and prices will surely be different to the examples I've given, depending on what people are trading on and affecting the market, so judge what you feel will be more likely and profitable. I hope this video will give you some food for thought when trading this European Cup final, and I wish you every success in your trades. Maybe after the game is finished you could drop us a comment about what markets you traded and how successful you were. So all that's left for me to say is thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe if you enjoy what we do. This will definitely help bring you more of our content, as YouTube is a dab hand at trying to secretly discourage content associated with gambling and trading. I've been James, this is how to trade the European Cup final, and we are trading the market. Happy trading!